In this video, I'm going to explain how to build AI math assistant using ChatGPT. So here we are actually using ChatGPT 4 model because it can actually handle the complex inquiries. So let me show how this is actually built as well. So this can actually works on multiple channels. It can works on Messenger, WhatsApp, Instagram, Google Business Messages, even on the website as well. So first of all, let me show the prompt over here. So it's actually built using this single block over here. So let me open the prompt. So here, OpenAI ChatGPT over here, and here we are using this particular action, text generate advanced, and we have to choose. Let's choose GPT-4 because it can actually handle complex math inquiries. So let's go with this particular model, and you can even use GPT-4 Turbo as well. It has lots of tokens uses as well. So let's simply go with GPT-4. So here it says this is the business prompt information we have over here. Your name is Math Mentor, handling math inquiries. If a customer's query is math related, provide a clear and concise answer to their mathematical question. If their inquiry is complex, break down the steps in a logical manner to aid the understanding. Include relevant formulas or explanation to support the solution. And here for the non-math related request, if a customer request is not related to math, respond with a friendly message. Oops, it seems like we can only help with math questions. Follow up with any funny math joke to enlighten the mood. Conclude the response by asking if they have any math related questions. Do you have any other questions about the math I can help with? Handling inappropriate or offensive content. If the customer provide inappropriate or offensive content, respond with a neutral message. I'm here to help with math questions. If you have any math related inquiries, feel free to ask. Providing additional assistance. Offer guidance on where the customer can find more information or resources further study if they need. And language and tone. Maintain a friendly, approachable tone throughout the conversation. Use language that is easy to understand, especially when explaining the complex mathematical concept. So this is how the prompts look like, and whatever the question asked by the user in a chatbot will be captured using this particular user input field, and we actually saving the response generated by ChatGPT 4 in a response field. So whenever a particular customer asks some sort of math question, it will be sent to ChatGPT 4, and the response we actually get from ChatGPT 4 will be saved in the AI response field over here. And here you can actually remember the conversation. You can even set the temperature as well, and the response is called as AI response, which is actually sent to the customer as well. So if you want to call any sort of field over here, you can simply say AI and choose the response. So that's the field we actually saving the response generated by ChatGPT 4. So that's a simple flow over here. So let's say if you want to trigger this sort of flow every time when a particular customer asks a question, you can actually do this through the settings. If you go to the settings, and here if you choose AI math assistant, which is the flow name. So if you see, the flow name is AI math assistant. So whenever a particular customer asks any sort of question, this particular flow will be triggered for them. So that's how you can actually trigger that flow every time. Otherwise, if you want to trigger a specific flow, you can actually do through automated responses as well. So for example, if you want to trigger a specific flow when a particular customer sends some sort of messages, you can actually do that. For example, if we send 3 8s over here, then the test flow will be triggered. As I mentioned, this can actually works on all these channels. I'm going to show the demo in the Telegram. So let me send those 3 8s just to show you. It will actually trigger our test flow. And as you see here, text success, press. Now we want to actually trigger the chatbot whenever a particular customer send any sort of responses. So another important thing is that you might be wondering why this when we send 88 this particular flow is triggered, because we have already set the rule over here. So if I send a different message apart from this 88, let's say 11 or 22, we don't have any automated responses set up over here. So at that point, so let me send this particular message. At that point, the default reply flow we have set up math assistant will be triggered. Let me send this message and see what happens. So I'm actually testing this on Telegram. Let's see what sort of response we actually receiving over here. Hello, it seems that you have sent the number 2012. Could you please provide more context or clarify your question so I can assist you further? Are you looking for help with the math a problem involving this number. It simply asks because we actually triggering this particular default reply flow over here. So yes, so let me say yes, let's add 8,000 to that number. So this can actually remember the conversation up to a certain time as well. So it should actually add 80,000 this particular number to that particular number and send us the response. Let's see how this actually respond over here. And as you see here, sure, this is how it actually add, and actually it send us this sort of response as you see here. So it's actually working as expected. So let me ask, who is the president? So let me ask this particular question and see what happens over here. It should say we can only help with math related questions. Oops, it seems like we can only help with math questions. Here is the math joke to enlighten the mood. Why was the math book sad? Because it had too many problems. Do you have any other questions about math that I can help with? So in the prompt we actually mentioned if that particular request is not related to math, we actually need to send this sort of message and also provide them with a funny joke related to math and ask the customers if they have any questions related with math. So let me copy some sort of questions from this particular website over here. So let's see. This is a sample question. So this is a vector in standard form, has components. This sort of what is the initial point. So the answer is should be 0 0. Let's test this out. So we should receive the coordinate 0 0 as the answer. Let's see what it says over here. So it's actually taking a while to respond because GPT-4 is a little bit slower compared with GPT 3.5. So here it provides the explanation, and as you see here, 0 0, it gets me the answer. So let's test with another example as well. So here we have this evaluate this particular equation, and as you see here, the answer is -12. So let's provide this equation and see what happens. And let's wait for a while it generates the solution for this particular math problem. And as you see here, it simply sends us the stepwise process and it sends us the answer -12 as you see here. So it's actually working fine as expected. So we can actually test this one as well. Finally, the last one. So here we should get the response is x equal -5. Let's see what we are getting over here. So it's actually taking a while to respond over here and as you see here, we actually got the response x is equal -5. And if you remember, in the prompt we actually mentioned this particular chatbot name as Math Mentor. So if I ask this question, let's see what happens. What is your name? Let's see how this actually responds to us, this particular question. My name is Math Mentor Bot. I'm here to help you with any math related questions you might have. Do you have any math problems you would like me to help with? So if you remember, if you divide any number by 0, then it's actually infinity. Let's see if we get the infinity answer over here. So we should actually get infinity or something like that. It's taking in mathematics, division by 0 is undefined or infinity. This is because division is defined in terms of multiplication. For example, the statement a divided by b equals c means that same thing a equals b is c. However, there is no number that you can multiply by 0 to get a non-zero number. So we say that division by 0 is undefined. And if you have any questions, please feel free to ask. So that's how this actually works. As I mentioned, this can actually works on all other channels as well, but we actually see the demo through Telegram, but you can test this in the other channels as well. So if you have any questions, let us know in the comments. Thank you.